Ladies and gentlemen, how are you today? Christopher Robin here. I am doing a little Throwback Thursday to a unique toy line that came out in 1985. Jace and the Wheeled Warriors. There was a cartoon that also followed with this very, different toy line back then. There were multiple other vehicles that were within the line. I have, of course, Jace, the main hero's vehicle, Armored Force. I do not have any others. Unfortunately, they're very hard to come by, on eBay and or whatever you go to, or flea markets and such. I found him a couple years ago for originally $35, and it was, or buy it now or best offer, I got it down to $25. So I couldn't pass him up. But yeah, this is the Armored Force once again. It is from the Lightning League. Let's just show, the little basics. Here's the vehicle itself right here. You see a little metallic gold paint. I love the gold and sometimes the silvers they have on the old vintage toys, but also you gotta be careful because at times you can see can crack if you're not too careful. But this thing, of course, is over 30 years old. Here, the concept was, Mattel came out with this whole thing of vehicles with interchangeable weapons and parts. As you can see, I'll just give you a good example. So you could pop this axle off, and say if you wanted to take the enemies of Jace, the monster mines headed by Sawboss, their axles, and switch them on to other vehicles. You can see the little peg hooks, which you got to be very careful because these can be very brittle, easy to snap. But you could do this. As you can see, I just did it that way. Or you could do the vehicle this way. These would come out, these weapons, as you can see, and you could switch them on, the good guys or the bad guys. There's weapons packs that came separately. You see, only other weapon I got is some spare weapon, which I don't know if it is his or not. I will say it, I'm not too sure if this is correct. I know this piece goes with it, but some of these I don't know. I have to watch, actually a very good video to check out on YouTube is from Retro Blasting. They did this very detailed video of all the vehicles and the whole catalog and, weapons, what goes with what these wheels, or they're called cogs, go with which vehicle, pieces, all that. So I highly recommend checking them out to see that video. Once again, it's Retro Blasting. It's too bad. It's too bad companies back then and still now say a cartoon series will go on if the toys sell well. This, unfortunately, was one of the casualties because around the time you had He-Man, you had Mask, which came out, the toy line and the TV show, and of course Kenner, had a great run with toys back then. It kind of just, overshadowed this toy line, which had this, this unique concept. Which, I think now you see some, actually, Hasbro. Let's compare it to Hasbro. They have the whole Build-A-Figures, and Mattel also with the whole, it kind of transpired from a vehicle to, hey, buy this figure, you get this piece, and you can change them, and you can make this figure, or you get the idea. The only thing I hate is that we never got, and I'll show you, all you got for the vehicles, for the figures, were just these plain, ordinary, look at this. Some stick figure, tiny little, you didn't get Jace, you didn't get, forgive me, it's been such a long time, I forgot the names, but I remember that there was a wizard, there was his sister, you didn't get the knight. I have to brush up on the names. I know there was Sawboss and his monster mines, you didn't even get them, you got these little green pods, which I've seen online in pictures. There's this little character that looks just god-awful. There was another one with brownish hair and blackish hair, just standard little, see there's a Lightning League symbol, but standard just plain crappy brown, not really great paint. They would just sit in the vehicles, and that's really it. That's disappointing. I hope one day Mattel does somehow, if they can, come out with an actual line, like redo these vehicles and give us the Wheeled Warriors. I know a few years ago I think they announced it, but nothing has ever come of it, maybe because of licensing issues. Somehow, some way, maybe there'll be a chance. But let's do a little comparison of, actually I have with me, from 1985, the Mask figure, Matt Tracker, to show you the size comparison. As you can see, this one, it's bigger, a little bigger than this, but detailed. Very detailed compared to this plain looking bleh. But here's Matt Tracker. I'll bring him up closer. Pop his head off. This one's a little beaten up. I got a really good one, but this is the other one I got at a flea market for like 50 cents, so it looks like it's been through a little bit of a... I won't lie, it looks like a kid basically took it and just, you know, gnawed on it or something back then. But still, awesome figure from the Awesome Toy Line. Besides, like I said, I like these very unique toys from Mattel. But that's all I wanted to do today, show you a quick little throwback video, little review on, once again, Jason and Willard Warriors Armored Force. Thanks for watching. You know, click subscribe. Check out my, you know, photography page, my YouTube page. My YouTube page I'm already talking about, never mind. You know what I mean, but seriously, thanks again, and have a good day.